Hi everyone, I'm the Purple Class teacher, Miss Bint, and I'm here to show you around your children's classroom and give you just a little bit more information about what we do in Year 1 and in Purple Class. Here is the small playground where you wait every morning. The children will line up when I come out and then we will walk into class together. We encourage children in Year 1 to come in independently if possible. When they come through this door here, we will then sanitize their hands straight away, and then the children will be responsible for putting their own belongings away. So they will come over here and put their snacks and drinks into our 4 boxes, either the mangoes, the passion fruits, the coconuts or the bananas. They will then leave the classroom through this door and hang up their coats and bags in our cloakroom in this corridor. In Purple Class and across all of Year 1, we have these little characters, and these are called mini-me's. Now, the purpose of mini-me's is to ensure that all children fulfill their learning opportunities. So here is an example of an activity we're doing this week on patterns. So I put 2 mini-me's there, and the expectation is that by the end of the day, these children will have completed this activity. In Purple Class, we have different learning zones. This here is our reading garden where children can come and choose, and they can choose their own reading material, whether that be a book, it could be fiction, it could be non-fiction, or even reading a book on Bug Club. We also have different puppets and a puppet theatre which they might want to reenact one of the stories that they've read. This is Purple Class's role play area. This will change throughout the year. At the moment we have a home corner. It gives the children opportunities to communicate, reenact their favourite stories and just have fun. You can see our math zone. It is full of resources. It's very interactive. We encourage children to engage with it, to select the resources that they feel they need for their work. This is also our working wall. Again, it's something that's very interactive. The children can engage with it. At the moment, we've been thinking about our numbers to 30. So at the moment, they have got some sweets to try and count. This is our small world area. Children really enjoy this area. At the moment, they have the resources out to reenact the 3 Billy Goats Gruff story, which we've been learning about in our writing, but also they have other resources that they can come and use. In addition to the zones, we also have table-based activities. So here in the Tough tray, we have a science activity where the children will be sorting the objects into their materials. So this can I'm going to put with the metal. We also have computers and iPads for the children to access. It is monitored, but all the children have had some e-safety lessons, so they should be up to date on how to keep safe. We also have another table-based activity here, so a phonics, where the children are practicing their C, V, C, C words. And over here, we have a maths activity where the children can show me that they can create a repeating pattern, but they might choose to use the resources on the table, or they might choose to use something around the room to show me that's a pattern. This here is our construction area, so this gives the children some freedom and choice about what they might like to build. However, it also gives them the opportunity to practice other skills. So building on our pattern work, they might choose to go into the Lego and build a tower and show me that it's a repeating pattern, or they might choose to build a setting from one of our stories. Here we have our creation station zone. So there's lots of different materials that the children can choose from to create whatever they like. They might choose to do some painting, cutting, some sticking, some colouring, and also another big favourite is the junk modelling. If you have any junk modelling at home, we would really appreciate it if you could send it in, please, and it will be shared amongst the children. This is our worship zone in Purple Class. It's a very calm area, a very reflective area. Children can come here and reflect. They can think about our Christian values or our particular value of the term. And they can also look at some of the Bible stories we've been learning about and thinking about retelling them. And finally, we have our carpet area here in front of our interactive whiteboard. We sit here for our inputs into maths, writing, phonics, and even some foundation subjects in the afternoon. Children will sit next to their talk partner, who they will use to support their learning and have that really rich discussion about what we've been thinking about. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope that was both informative and interesting, just a slight insight into what goes on in Purple Class. If you'd like to carry on watching, we will now show you a PowerPoint and just talk you through any other bits of information that you might need to know. Thank you.
Hello everybody and welcome to Year 1. Here we have a short presentation just informing you guys at home what your children are doing on a day-to-day basis, but also what you can do at home to best support your child.
Here are some of the members of staff at Philcourt Infants. We have some familiar faces on the left, and on the right we have Team Year 1. In green class we have Miss Palmer and Mrs Jarrett. In purple class we have Miss Bint, Mrs PC and Mrs Cook. In orange class we have Mrs Hall, Miss Brown and Miss Langford, and we also have Mrs Rashid walking across the Year 1 year group working with Pupil Premium. We are trying to keep contact to a minimum at the moment, so if you would like to speak to any of these members of staff, either give the school a phone or an email.
Love life, embrace learning and believe together is what we aspire for all children to have an experience of here at Philcourt. Our vision encompasses of Christian values of trust, friendship, truthfulness, respect, forgiveness, courage, and our familiar pets of yet who help us with our learning.
In Year 1, we'd like all children to develop their independence. So each morning the children should come into class independently and be responsible for their own belongings. We do ask the children to organise their own snacks, lunch boxes, coats and jumpers and book bags, and on Monday and Thursday their book changes too. Please at home encourage your child to dress themselves in the morning, as this helps us out tremendously when it comes to getting changed for PE.
All children need at least one snack. They will have one in the morning from home, and they can either bring in an afternoon snack or fruit is available provided for by school. We also ask that every child brings in a water bottle. Here is a suggested snack list.
We're all very passionate about reading here, and your children will be bringing home books and reading diaries, and we would like them to be brought into school every day. Their books will be changed on a Monday and a Thursday, and to encourage reading for pleasure, please return their love for reading books on a Monday and they will be changed. Please make sure that you check the book bags for any important letters or messages.
Okay, so this term, your child's Year 1 learning journey will encompass lots of learning from their missed time in reception. We are recovering and restoring any lost learning whilst building on the new Year 1 curriculum. We have a creative approach towards teaching and often use stories as a stimulus in our topic. This term, during our topic Over the Rainbow, we will be learning the story of the Three Billy Goats Gruff. Our continuous provision approach is a gateway for children to explore, talk and learn through play. We use this approach alongside our direct teaching so that it gives the children the opportunity to apply and deepen their skills and knowledge. We also use Target Tracker regularly as a form of assessment, so please make sure that you continue to check your Target Tracker app or website. We also start each term with a really exciting buzz and often end with a celebration with the children. Each topic that we begin will include a trip, visitor, or an exciting experience within the school.
We encourage children to read at least 3 times at home if possible. More is better. We will be sending books home either based on their reading level or a particular sound that they have found difficult. We also have access to Bug Club, which is an exciting, engaging platform for children to relish their love of reading. The logins are on a bookmark which are stuck in the front of reading diaries.
The children take part in a daily phonics lesson. We will send books home, the books that get sent home for reading will practice these sounds, and also we may send home flashcards or words to help consolidate their learning, and the children will be learning new rhymes to help them with the alternative phonemes.
Okay, so as already mentioned, the reading books will come home and they will be changed on a Monday and a Thursday, so just keep an eye on those. It's important that when reading with your child, you ask lots of questions and comprehension skills are built upon. Also, there will be Bug Club. Bug Club might also include some grammar and spelling activities as well, so please check the platform. A new thing that we've introduced this year is the Rainbow Challenge. So the Rainbow Challenge is there to practice and consolidate really any high frequency words, tricky words, or common exception words in year 1 and year 2. The Rainbow Challenge begins in year 1 and your child will all begin spelling the red spellings, and then they will move up through the rainbow. I'm sure though that many of you have already seen the letter firming everything like that up. If you do have any questions, then please do speak to Miss Brown. She is the creator of the Rainbow Club, and I know she feels very passionately about it, so she can be emailed on her email address, which is found on the school website. In term 2, just after the children are getting used to all of their new learning in the classroom and their new learning at home, we will be sending home a home learning journal, which will go home every Thursday. And we kindly ask that these come back in on a Wednesday. So the home learning that will be found in these activity books will support maths and lots of foundation subjects.
At the end of year 1 in June, year 1 sit the phonics screening check. There will be more information coming out about this nearer the time. But there is a link if you would like more information before that. We are working towards this in our phonics lessons, and it is nothing to worry about.
And here are some useful websites that will help you support their children's reading, to find out what they are doing in school, to help with their phonics, their reading at home, and to consolidate their math skills.
And finally, we'd just like to pinpoint you to the website and the Facebook page. This is a really important page to go to if you are after any information, of course. Also, you'll find updates of who's been in the Golden Book. You'll also find our newsletters as well.
If you have any questions, please email your child's class teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.